Yo, what's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of KJ the Investor. This is yours truly, KJ, and without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into the portfolio. As you guys can see, we're looking at the investing account. Right now, we're sitting at $58,762.76. We're up today in this account $930. It keeps flipping, 1.61% today. Buying power, we're back up $459.05. So I got some cash on the sideline, guys. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to explain to you why I have some cash on the sideline. It's part of my new strategy. Now, if you guys take a look at my crypto holdings, which ETF or which investment do you not see anymore? I still got my Doge. I got over 1,000 Doge coins still in the portfolio. My Ethereum still in the portfolio. And my Avalanche is still in the portfolio. So if you guess Bitcoin, you guys are correct. So KJ, what happened to your Bitcoin? Why did you get out of that position? Guys, today I sold my position in Bitcoin. And the reason I sold my position in Bitcoin is because Bitcoin had finally reached a premium to where it was above the price where I bought it. You guys, we can't forget what the whole main objective is of the stock market. The objective of the stock market is to buy low, sell high. Once I seen the volatility, once I seen how when April 2nd, quote unquote, Liberation Day came into effect, you guys, the market tanked. The market continued. Well, now April 2nd, actually the market rallied. It rallied that day. Before then, the market was already tanking, but the market had already counted in all the tariffs and all the tough talk that 47 was doing, right? So the market was already prepared for whatever. The 1% was already prepared for whatever. Investors were already prepared for whatever. So anyway, I seen Bitcoin had dropped to like 80 something thousand. Then it went down to 70 something thousand. And I was just like, man, here I am sitting in Bitcoin at 93,000. And I'm dollar cost averaging in at the 93,000. That's what I did. I said, once this thing get back up to my 93,000 and a little bit more, I'm going to sell. Why? Because I want to get a lower cost basis. Who wants to be in a stock at the height of the stock? And that wasn't even the height of the stock, because we all know Bitcoin's reached over 100K many times. But I feel like with such volatility we've seen within just this last month, the ups and the downs, the ups and the downs, the ups and the downs, guys, I can assure you there's going to come another opportunity real soon when the markets sell off and when the things go down. It may just happen Friday. I told you guys, Fridays, be on the lookout for sell-offs. That's just what the market does. I've seen it since last year. Every Friday, the markets tend to sell off because people just want to take profits. Not just that. Now that we have this new administration with 47 in office, man, it seems like every other week it's a pump and dump. Every other week is a pump and dump. Just a week, 2 weeks ago, he was tough tariff talk, try saying that 3 times in a row. All these tariffs, tariff on this, tariff on that country, this country, that country. And what happened to the market? It sunk. And then not even just a week later after that, he's saying we're gonna reduce the tariffs. We're gonna take it back. We don't even know what we were, basically why did we even say anything about the tariffs? And then what did the market do? It rallied. So I said, until we get some type of clear understanding, and that's another thing, that's why the market keeps selling off as well, is because the clarity hasn't been there with the administration. The clarity hasn't been there. We got 1 minute, you want to jump on the Fed chair, Jerome Powell, then the next minute, you tell them, the very next day, you say, well, you're not going to fire Jerome Powell. So guess what? 1 minute you saying some pretty horrible things about him, like he's Mr. Too Late. He don't know politics, or he don't know when to lower the interest rates. But then the very next day you come out and say you know, you're not gonna fire him. You're in support of the Fed chair. So I mean, it's just, and that caused the market to rise. The bad news that come out his mouth caused the market to fall. The good news that comes out causes the market to rise. This is the type of influence that these cats in these high positions have on our U.S. economy, on the U.S. markets. So, with that being noted and with that being said, that's what I've noticed and that's what I've seen. That's why it took me some time to bring you this video, because I want to make sure I seen what I saw and I did. So with that being the case, if we know that at any time somebody can say one thing and shift the whole market, what is the best strategy of investing right now? Well, for me, guys, the best strategy is to continue to DCA, dollar cost average, into big boy blue chip. That's another reason I sold off my Bitcoin investment. So Bitcoin, pretty good, but it came back up to the premium, almost back to the premium price. So I sold it and got my money back up out of Bitcoin. It was about $200 or so. I got my money back out of Bitcoin, and right now it's still in the buying power. But I'm gonna probably eventually release it and invest into the big boy stuff like my long-term stocks and ETFs. Now, speaking of long-term stocks and ETFs, let's go ahead and take a look at what we got here. Now, I got some major trades that I just did the other day. I want to let you guys in on them. So, SPLG, you already know this is my SPDR portfolio S&P 500 ETF, sitting at close today at $63.11. We're up in the position. Look, guys, I got 244 shares of SPLG. That's a new, I added more shares from the last time you seen this position in my portfolio. Last time you saw this, I had 241. Now I got 244.61 shares of SPLG. Market value is $15,437.78. Average cost, $64.24. So we're still slightly higher than the now price of SPLG with our average price. Total return still a negative $276.34, or a negative 1.76%. And I can live with that, guys. I can live with that. Why? Because we're closing the gap. We're closing the gap on what was a horrible market. We're closing the gap on what was all-time lows. But in the lows, I've told you guys this before, that's where you create your wealth. That's where wealth is built. In the volatility, in the down market, that's when prices go down, of the cost of goods and services, the cost of these stocks and ETFs go down. That's when you and I and anybody else that's a smart investor should be loading up on our favorite ETFs and stocks. And that's exactly what I've been doing. You guys already see that. You guys already know that. Share size 244, and I'm looking for 300 shares of SPLG real soon. Trying to get to 250, then I'm gonna try to get to 300 or real soon, man. So you guys be looking out for that. Pray for me. All right. After that, oh yeah. Also, guys, I put another $200 into SPLG this past week just to get some more shares of it. Also, another ETF I bought more shares of, FTEC. FTEC is my Fidelity Information Technology Index ETF. Right now, it closed at 154.65. If you see, it was up $4.45 just today. That's 2.97% increase. I got 21.63 shares of FTEC. Market value is $3,346.41. Average cost is $168.82. So right now we're down total return negative 306.60, or 8.36% decrease. But anyway, guys, this is fine. This is normal. I feel good about this position as well. I made some adjustments to the portfolio. I sold off some more DJRO to get another $500 and something freed up. And I took about $300 of it and I threw it into FTEC. Why did I do that? Well, one reason to get my average cost basis down more, because it used to be in the 170s, it's 168 now, and FTEC is still only 154.65, so it's still on sale. And I'm gonna continue the dollar cost average into FTEC, just like I do SPLG, because I believe in long term in the stock market, the next 10 years, 20 years, I believe that these two particular ETFs will be a whole lot higher and worth a whole lot more in the near future. So I'm going to continue holding my position at FTEC. I sold off some DJRO just so I could afford to get more of the FTEC. DJRO now is down to 9.67 shares. Market value is $568.31. Average cost is $59.77. So we're down $9.87. DJRO just hasn't been performing well in my portfolio. It's good as far as DJRO is good as far as like major dividend contributor or whatnot, which is good. I don't mind that. But right now, if you're like me, you're in the building stage of wealth, you're in the building stage of trying to get your portfolio up to 100,000, 500,000, a million, or $4 million, then you need money in equities. You need position in equities. You need your money working for you while you sleep. And it's just not going to do that in DJRO, but it will do that in the Magnificent Seven. It will do that in NVIDIA. It will do that in the ETFs like SPLG and FTEC, even SCHD. Guys, even SCHD, which is another ETF that I'm going to continue to buy and hold long term. That one's going to be my dividend paying ETF, SCHD. Now, DJRO is also a dividend paying ETF. It's a growth and dividend payer. It's like a hybrid. But right now, at the time, I mean, with the premium, like I said, with these all-time lows and things like that, I needed to free up some cash and get into the market, get more shares into other ETFs and stocks that I really felt confident in that will really skyrocket my portfolio. Now, here we go. NVIDIA is at 102.42. It's up $3.62 on this evening. I got 55.23 shares in NVIDIA on this particular account. Market value is $5,657.37. Average price is $118.07. And then we're down right now. Total return down $864.29. Guys, that's okay to be down. Like I said before, we got a plan. All you got to do, since you don't bought, all you got to do is now hold. Buy and hold for the long term. Because long-term investing tells me that we have a better opportunity of having a higher portfolio in the future than we do right now. Because stocks typically go up and they increase in value over time. So we're going to continue to buy and hold long term. Now, for some investments I normally don't really talk about, IBIT. I got the iShares Bitcoin Trust ETF sitting at $53.03. Now, you guys might be wondering, well, KJ, you sold out of your actual Bitcoin position, but you have the Bitcoin ETF. So what are you doing? Are you tricking us or what? Nah, man, you already know KJ ain't tricking you. If you guys have been rocking with me, you already know I've had this ETF here for a while. $53. Now, I got 64.44 shares of IBIT. Market value $3,415.80. Average cost is $54.31. Total return is negative $84.20. This ETF invests in right back in Bitcoin. So you guys already know, you already guessed it. But it kind of like gives you that more of an edge of protection by being in the ETF form. Like I said, I got 64.44 shares of IBIT. So you guys, I want to know your opinions. Drop it down in the comments below. Tell me if I should continue to dollar cost averaging to IBIT. Should I continue to purchase ETFs that track Bitcoin? That would be my only thing left to be able to track it is an ETF under the same thing. But yeah, you guys tell me what you think in the comments below. Also, I have the ETF TOPS, TOPT. It's the iShares Top 20 U.S. Stocks ETF. Right now sitting at $23.02. Looks like we had a green day in the market on this one. I got 13.31 shares of Top T. Market value $306.60. Average cost is $26.30. The total return is negative $43.73 or negative 12.48%. Guys, I'm not worried about that. Why? Because these are the top 20 companies in the world, which also contains the top 7 companies, the Mag 7s, and that will makes up the most percent of the S&P. The most major percentage of the S&P is ran by these top 7 companies. So I'm not tripping about iShares Top US 20 Stock ETF having a negative return right now. Not tripping on that. Like I said, this is an investing game. You guys got to learn how to be patient. You guys got to buy and hold long term. That's what it's all about. But we're going to eventually get there. Now, before we go here, let me show you one more over here. Walmart. Walmart did make it back up to $95 a share. I got 112.82 shares of Walmart, which I need to get more because I'm dollar cost averaging into this position as well. Market value is $10,692.53. Average cost is $58.54. And my total return right now in this position is a positive $4,088.12 or 61.90% return. Guys, I'm over 61% in the return column. So I want you guys to also let me know in the comment box below, at what percentage do you take profits from your stock investing? What percentage do you take profits from your stock investing? So you guys answer me that down below in the comments as well, because that's something I actually had to research online and see. You do want to get the compound interest. You do want to get the compounding effect, but you also want to be able to take profit when you see profit. And, a bird in the hand is better than 2 in the bush, meaning this is what it means. I said that to someone today when I was explaining the option, but a bird in the hand is better than 2 in the bush simply means if you have profit, immediate profit that you can get your hands on right here, right now, go ahead and collect that profit. Don't wait on the possibility of later on it could be even better, because that's when you mess up. Speaking of that, traditional IRA sitting at $38,482.02. I'm up in this position $1,004.69 or 2.68%, and down in the overnight by $16.86 or 0.04%. Buying power is $1,995.39. Like I said about the bird in the hand and 2 in the bush, I got the options call right here for NVIDIA. I got a $145 options call. If you guys see, it's one contract, current price 0.2. Man, guys, look, total return right now. This thing was only for like $13 when I first got it. But total return right now, if I was to sell out of this contract right now, my total return would be the $11, which is 84.62% increase. Guys, a 84% increase on any stock trade, investing, or whatever is an amazing return, guys. I know people they as soon as they get like a 50% return, they pulling profits out. And my thing is, I want to go ahead and pull it early for this particular contract. As you guys know, this is my first ever option contract. It's been in here since April the 2nd. I know if I hit trade, and I need to know exactly what's the next thing to hit, sell, buy, because when I get on there, y'all, I know you guys might be laughing, but listen, if you know how this works, because most of the time when I'm looking at people that knows how to do these contracts, it doesn't say the same thing on their Robinhood account that mine is telling me. I don't want to buy more of the contract right now. And all I want to do is actually exit the contract. I want to collect my profits, which is total return $11. And I would have to pay out from the profit the $2 back. But it's okay because it was a $13 profit altogether. So There you go right there. Sales is April the 2nd, $13. So that was my premium that I got. I want to be able to get that out of there without who knows what's going to happen in the news. So I want to get that out of there without nothing crazy happening. So if you know how to take profits from the options trading aspect of Robinhood, go ahead and let me know down below and get my attention. I'll be reading all the comments, replying to all y'all as well. So I want to go ahead and collect my profits from that. Then I'm going to go ahead and start on the next trade and just keep it going from there. Keep building this account up, y'all. Right now, Costco's at $977.26. It's in the red today. I got 4 shares of Costco. AMD is down to $90.20. I got 15 shares of AMD. Palantir made it all the way up to $100.54 today. I got 26.80 shares of Palantir. I'm going to continue buying more. Meta, 3.77 shares of Meta right now is $521. So Meta's still up there, a little expensive, but at the same time, it's not at the levels where it was before, where Meta back in, March 19th, Meta was at like a $709 expense. So yeah, it was kind of crazy. It's up there. So if you feel like you missed the opportunity to get rich through Meta, you haven't. You just got to continue investing. Right now, the account looking at $97,152.75. I also got another $12,000 in the high interest Roth IRA in the Fidelity account. Another $12,000 over there. So we're still well over the 6-figure mark, but we're going to get this. Once the markets kind of correct themselves and keep correcting themselves, I'm going to continue buying and investing in this account anyway to get us back over that 6-figure mark, because I want to see it back to how it used to be. And so you guys just kind of continue going with me. Y'all, don't forget, I'm still thinking about starting that position in JEPQ or JEPI. You guys let me know what you think about that in the comments below. Also, I still got that Amazon. Amazon now is at $180 a share. Microsoft is $375, which is on sale. Google Alphabet Class A and C, $155.72 a share. And the other one is $158.05 a share. SCHD, I got 221 shares of SCHD. Looking to grow that to about 300 shares as well. 112 shares of Walmart, and I'm looking to grow that to 200 shares. So we got some ways to go, y'all, but I'm enjoying the ride. I'm enjoying the times in the market. You guys already know how the old saying goes. If you miss like if you miss the top 10 best days in the stock market, it can make your account go down like by 20% in the end of like a year or 2-year reign of the market being up and down. If you miss the 10 best days, you can mess yourself up real bad. So do what you can to stay in the market. I encourage you to stay in the market. You guys don't be afraid to invest. Big boy blue chip, like I said, long term. If you do that, over time, you will win. This administration not going to last forever. Nothing in this life lasts forever, but you can make money on the way up and on the way down. So we're going to continue learning about options trading. We're going to continue investing. We're going to continue holding fast and even dollar cost averaging more into the S&P 500, more into your FTEC, your growth fund, SCHD, your big dividend fund. I'm moving money around, guys, to get to my goals, what I got to do. So, like I said, guys, shoot, let me see right here. Yeah, Bitcoin order sale. I sold some Bitcoin. Then right here, Fidelity, I spent $300 to the FTEC. Then the iShares Core Dividend Growth, that's DJRO. I sold at least $560 worth of DJRO. Then the SP 500 SPLG, I put in $200 into that. So there you have it. You see for yourself. Your boy is not playing. I'm going to continue making these moves. I'm going to continue investing in what my strategy is, continue investing in DCA into the long-term strategy. And I'm also going to continue doing option trading to generate more passive income. And you guys will know more about the trades as I do them. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Like, comment, subscribe, share the video. Love you guys.